Let's see, Adriana, could you shut the door in the back, please? Thank you. And now it's my great privilege to introduce our wonderful speaker this morning, my friend of forever. And Rev Deborah Young has done so much beautiful work, not just through the spiritualist churches and spiritual centers, but also in through her life, in her real life. She's won many awards, and she's just a wonderful, lovely energy here on the earth plane. Rev Deborah Young is a guiding light of spiritual insight and compassion. She is your spiritual muse. For over 34 years, Rev Deborah Young has been helping individuals see clarity, healing, and spiritual connection. And as a certified spiritual intuitive counselor, teacher, speaker, and reader, and spirit communicator, she has touched the lives of thousands worldwide. Ordained as a spiritual minister 35 years ago, Rev Deborah has delivered inspiring sermons across various spiritual churches and sharing messages that uplift and enlighten. Her expertise extends to the Akashic records and past life and future life readings, and offers profound insights into your soul's journey. In addition to her spiritual work, Rev Deborah is a certified master hypnotherapist, assisting individuals in connecting deeply with their divine essence, angels, and loved ones in spirit. Her compassionate approach as a grief counselor provides solace and guidance to those navigating loss. Deborah is also renowned as an art-winning officiant, having conducted elegant wedding and memorial ceremonies for over 33 years. Her personalized ceremonies are celebrated for their heartfelt and meaningful nature. Deborah realized her mission was to serve with a caring, open heart, empowering individuals to reconnect with their radiant divine source and embark on their most joyful path. Let's welcome warmly, please, Rev Deborah Young.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
It's always such a treat to be here because the energy in this building is very, very special. It's very full, not just with human people, but other non-human spirits are coming in, and it just feels very uplifted and beautiful. I had an interesting experience as I'm walking up, from the parking lot back through the church, and I'm looking at the church, and it's white and beautiful, and the sky is blue with these big puffy white clouds, and all of a sudden it looked very ethereal, and it reminded me of, oh, we're up in heaven. Wait, are we here? We need to make sure. And I thought, oh, I can just imagine all of you, we're all up there having this beautiful talk, and together and joining and with angels, and it's so pure and beautiful, and that's what the energy feels like in here, so thank you. Question for you. Do you ever wake up in the morning filled with joy, feeling that you're right on target, right on path, no worries, no fears, you're excited for the day, you're in touch with your soul, love in your heart for everybody? And most people try to wake up that way. Usually you wake up, oh, it's another day. I do say, thank you, God, for this day. Hopefully I'll make it through the end of it. Mm-hmm. And help me to love you more. Help me to love me more. Help me to love others more today and guide my path through this day. And then I'll feel really lucky that I have another chance to express in this physical form of whatever I came down here for. So another chance, like, get it right. And it's all la-di-da. And then the next thought is, okay, so I have this appointment, and oh, I forgot to do this, and oh, why didn't I do that better? And then all of a sudden, all your thoughts start coming in, and then the little worries come in, and oh my gosh, and then all of a sudden, everything dumps on your day. It's like, wait a minute, wait. I just woke up fine, now it's life. So, it's challenging how to get through a day aligned with that higher purpose, that higher part of you. You don't have to be perfect because we are human, but aligning with that, having that guiding you, and walking into a new theme, a new story for your life that's more dynamic, that's more true to your soul than the one we're usually living. Because we tend to go through the motions of life backed up by the things that we believe about ourselves from the past, and it's in our subconscious mind, and it's still operating. So we tend to keep ourselves small. Most people. There are some that keep themselves really big. And it's very interesting as we look back on our lives, it's very easy to get programmed from all everywhere, truly, on what life is for us, whether it's true or not. And we tend to keep living through the same belief systems over and over again, and maybe not going as far as we could with our goals and our dreams because we feel, oh well, we can't do that, that's beyond us. I mean, I would have loved to have done that, but I mean, I'm not that talented, I'm not this, I'm not that. And so we keep in this story of, let's just do what's safe and just get by. But that's not really who we're meant to be. We're meant to be way more than that. And we have a fear that kind of keeps us back, and it keeps us safe. Because our brains tend to go for what keeps us safe, even though what keeps us safe isn't the best thing for us. And sometimes being in pain, whether it's I don't have enough money, I don't have the love, I don't have the notoriety, yeah, money, doors is open, so whatever it happens to be, and we short circuit the goodness that we could be having and the reason we came down here. So when we go through our day and we start thinking, if I could be doing anything right now, anything in the world that would bring me joy, bring me up, bring me happiness, what would that be? You could be putting dishes in the dishwasher and have this thought. You'd probably think, I'd have somebody to do the dishes for me. And it's so funny how we spend our lives living in a smaller version of who we're meant to be. So we want to find out, how could we be all that we were meant to be and make this life purposeful with all these little things that are going on with our belief systems about ourselves that we're not even aware of, because it's mostly subconscious. But what you do is you take an experience that you're having that's not working. That could be many times a day. Yesterday I had an entire day, the one where you take a step forward and 5 backwards. Like, at the end of my day I thought, how much time was wasted, not by me, but just circumstance out of the blue that kept putting everything weird. I thought, what is this? So finally I said, I don't care. I'm just going to enjoy the setbacks. And if they keep on coming, so be it. I don't care. I'm going to just make it work for me because it seems that's what's happening. I mean, nothing horrible, just way out of your way and wasting a bunch of time I could have used for other things, so whatever. And the minute I let that go, it was fine. It's like, oh, okay, then I'm not going to give that to you anymore now that you're accepting the whole thing. It's like, yeah, oh, that worked. So you take whatever's coming at you, and it can be anything. It could be something really big or something really small that you're reacting to in a way that you don't like or don't prefer. And you ask yourself, okay, in order to have this situation, what must I believe about myself to be encountering this experience? And when you start digging deeper, especially with disappointments, things that disappoint you, like, oh, I was expecting this, but this happened or that happened. And you kind of sit with that for a minute. And you can even start writing down little tiny thoughts that come into your mind about, well, first of all, what you're feeling. I am really disappointed, I am really sad, or I am really hurt, or I am really grieving, or I'm whatever that happens to be, frustrated, and you just keep on writing till you get bored. And then you're looking at it and say, well, okay, so if I'm feeling all of this, like, where is this coming from? What am I believing about me to have this happen? And so sometimes what will happen is you'll find a little thread that might be, oh, things don't always work out for the best for me. Or I can't get anything without struggle. Things don't come easy for me. I always have to work so hard to get it. Maybe I'm not good enough. And a lot of people have that unworthiness feeling. It's like an epidemic. So, we're all together. And I have all those feelings at multiple times during the week myself. I just make it a point to get over them. It's not that they don't come up. I'm aware. So I work on them and I let them go. Except for yesterday, I waited till more towards the end of the afternoon of 85 things, not before I said, oh my God, stop, just stop. What is going on? And so we kind of go into our minds and try to figure out where is it that we adopted some kind of belief that made us stay small, that made us not really reach for our higher goals, that we felt we weren't good or smart enough to attain that. Or we see other people and they're doing great. They're doing all these wonderful things, and you know that you're probably better than what they're doing. And think, well, wait a minute, well, how come they're doing this? And I'm really trying hard, and I've got my craft, and they're getting all the money and all the people, and I'm just struggling to get by. Why? What is that all about? And you find that sometimes our brains will keep us on things, like I said before, that make us feel safe, even though they're uncomfortable, because we know that routine. We already know what that feels like to feel small. We know how to deal with that. Being spectacular in what we do and feeling we deserve, to have this success in whatever it is, whether it's relationships, where it's in your spirituality, your craft, your talent, your relationships, whatever it is, you deserve that. You deserve that and more, and that's kind of why we're here in the physical, is to be able to overcome the human little weirdness and to see the divinity in who we are and let that shine through no matter what. That's our true self. That's the real us. Not the one that has all the stories about who we are from the past, or, I'll never make it, I'll never have enough money, or I just have enough and then something comes and takes it away because there's a big bill. It's like my mother, hi mother. Oh gosh, it was probably 3 years before she passed, and she had a bunch of, were they silver something silver coins, and she wanted to cash them in. And I remember we were up all night counting all this silver stuff. We go, boy, she cashes it in, she gets this big check. Well, the next week she gets a tax thing that she owed that amount in taxes. What? It was like thousands of dollars. And I'm thinking, okay, now that's bizarre. That's bizarre. But there are people like that, and we all have had that happen. You know, we get something, ooh, this is really good. I used to bless my car and feel really happy about my car, and every time I'd say, I love my car, you're so sweet, it would break down. It's like, and then I did that the other day to my printer. I said, you're so good. You've been with me so many years. I love you. You know how I print out on cardstock little things for you? You're not getting any today. Because I bless my printer. I love my printer. And then I went to print something and it wouldn't print. I'm going, wait a minute. What's happening? I'm doing everything right. I'd never blessed it before. It may not, it's now working. I don't know what happened. There's nothing, everything was corded, everything's working. It just said no. So anyway, we moved on from that. We don't let things drive us too crazy too long. So when you're going through your life, you want to ask yourself, what is the highest me? What does the highest me really, really love? What do I love to do the most? What brings me so much joy and excitement? Yay. For me, my favorite thing in the whole world, I live on Balboa Park, is walking across the street, sitting under a beautiful tree, taking my shoes and whatever off, and sitting there and looking at the sky and the trees and just be. I'm not meditating, I'm not sending love around the world, I'm not doing anything but existing and just feeling alive on the planet. Now afterwards, yes, I'll, bless Mother Earth, and I'll do a reading with my surroundings. I'll say, Mother Nature, show me what you need me to know today, and wherever my eyes go, whether it's twigs in the grass or a little squirrel or the shape in the trees or the cloud, wherever I'm drawn to, I'll get some kind of inspiration for my day. That's my happy thing. But there's another happy thing of where I'm interacting with my world, with people, that I have my vision that makes me happy, which is what I'm doing in this second, in now. I love this. It's so much fun for me. So you have to think, what is it that excites you, where the real you is really coming out? It doesn't have to be something that makes money. It's anything. And the more you start doing that and start excelling in whatever that is, and take the worry off of the drama and the old story, it's like, bless you, old story. Bless you, old me, with that old programming of whatever you were taught or told that diminished you in any way. And as children growing up, we take things not necessarily the way they were meant. We hear it through different ears, especially from parents or teachers or something. And then we internalize that and live that as our truth. It's like, that's not what I meant at all, or that's not how I said it, or that's not what I said. It's like, but that's what I heard. So it's like you take all of that and go, okay, it's in my hand. I really have no need for this any longer in any part of my body, mind, or soul. So I'm asking God, the divine, the angels, to swoop on down, take it. You may have to be holding a lot of it. Like, please take it. Oh, there are all the boxes of it back here too. Take it all. Oh, they go all the way down the street. Take all my baggage, take all my blocks, my fears, all my stuff I do not need, that's holding me back from my goodness and my divine, wonderful essence. And then you imagine that angels are swooping in, they're removing it from you, you let go, they're lifting it up, and as they're taking it, it's all dissolving into little white light. It's transferred back into light, not into the negative. And so it just whooshes away. And you also find that when you're in this state, it's really hard to hold a grudge or to think negatively. No matter what happened in your past, and lots of people have had horrible things happen in their past, it has nothing to do with you now, unless you keep it there. Everything is really happening to me all at once, and I don't know if I've told you before, but I did have a near-death experience once. And the part of it that was the most meaningful was the sense of no time, because you hear that, oh, there's no time. It's like, well, I'm just looking at the clock and ticking away. So I'm seeing time, I'm looking at the second hand. But in that experience, you could sense everything was happening at the same time. Your energy is part of every energy of everything, that oneness we hear about, but we can't relate to. And yet I had the sense that I could, pinpoint a particular person, place, thing, vibration, and become it in the second if I wanted to, but I'm all part of it all anyway. But I could really narrow it in. So right now, we're narrowing in to this lifetime, and our higher self, it's aware of everything all the time, and we've never really left heaven. This is more like a weird dream, very weird. But the more that you are realizing your divine essence, your beauty, your wonderfulness, your creativity, the essence of who you are, what makes you you, and living from being grateful and happy to be you, and not going into the criticizing of yourself, like, well, I'm great, but I wish I was more like this or this or this or this, or I have more money, and on it, and we could go on down the list. It's like, no, why would you define what you don't want just by thinking of it and talking in your head about it? So you're defining yourself of who you choose to be in this moment, because this whole thing is about your choice. So you stop and think, like if you're upset with somebody or this or that, you stop a minute, think, wait a minute, is this worth my time? Is this the person I want to be? If I'm in my God essence and I'm here, do I need to hold these things? Is this going to hold me back, or is it going to push me forward? And how can I act or react or feel in the highest way possible that's going to make me really proud of myself? And I find doing things that make me feel proud of myself, especially going at the end of the day and looking back at my day, there's many choices. I didn't have to choose to be so frustrated yesterday with like 18 things that kept, before I finally got it, I thought, I needed to have done that earlier, but I didn't. Okay, so I'm not gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna learn from everything past. Well, that's so minor compared to all the other things lots of people have gone through. But you look at the negative parts of your life in the past in order to let it go and say, okay, so that happened to me, fine. What did I learn about it, and why would my soul have chosen to go through that? What would have been my lesson? And also, some things happen to us in the past that doesn't make any sense. How would I learn, from being terrorized or whatever? But then again, we don't see the whole picture. We don't know other lifetimes, other existences, why we came in to interact with certain people, playing the good guy or the bad guy. We don't know all the nuances of it. We just know, let's learn from it. Now we have wisdom. We have compassion for people that have gone through whatever they've gone through. Great, move on. Move on. And that's what life is supposed to be about, not staying stuck in the old stuff. And that goes with grief as well. We have loved ones in spirit. We love them dearly. We grieve for them because we want to be with them. But grief is also, at the beginning, it's not a choice, it's who we are. But then again, it becomes a choice. So it's how can we live our lives in honor of that loved one in spirit to the fullest with the most joy. So we take this principle and we keep moving it forward in some of the hardest ways. And grief is one of the hardest ways in our country, not in other countries. It's this one. Other countries, they celebrate it. Anyway, I would like for you to take a moment, quick moment, and just close your eyes for a second. And I want you to put your arms around yourself, like you're holding yourself. You can rock back and forth if you want to. And in your mind, tell yourself, you know, I'm really wonderful, and I'm terrific. And I am a loving child of God. And I deserve to live this life in the highest, most joyful way, no matter what. And I want you to now take your hands and hold both hands together in front of you like you're holding whatever needs to be let go, and you don't have to know what that is right now. Your system, everything knows what that is. And you're just holding anything that is unwanted, that is holding you back from your highest beautiful good in this lifetime is in your hands. Any thoughts, worries, anything that happened in the past, any self-concept that's lower than it should be, is all in your hands. And in your heart, you're saying, I have no use for this anymore. I freely forgive and release this into God's highest loving light. And then just feel a beautiful angel swoop down, pick it from your hands, drop your hands back down, and just sense this angel soaring up into the sky. And what she's holding has turned into pure light, pure sparkling dust of the highest divine light of love. And it is gone. And you take a deep breath and exhale, and you just sense this freedom to be a new you. A you that's always meant to be, the true you in every sense of the way. Take a breath and you can come back into it. Oh, you're all sparkling. So dare to live your highest life and your highest dreams, and thank you so much.